Woo! Happy New Year! Hey, welcome to the very first Power Hour of 2016. And am I celebrating a little bit? You're damn right I am, because I'm excited to be here. We celebrated New Year's in Boston, and I'm here to celebrate with you on this first episode of the Affiliated Forces Power Hour. And I have tonight, dim boys, my brothers from another mother, Frank Calabro Jr. Say hi to Frank.
Happy New Year, everybody.
And of course, my man in the Philippines, who's actually on another day, my man Ari Maccabee. Say hi for me, Ari.
Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy to be here.
And if you don't know, I'm Big. Most people know me as Big, and I'll finish celebrating here, get rid of my crazy hair from my Boston celebration there, and welcome you all to tonight's Affiliated Forces Power Hour. We're happy you could join us. It's been forever. I know some of you are having withdrawals because we haven't been live for what? Almost a month now. But we're back, we're rested, we're raring, we're ready to put on a show. And you know what that means? That means that if you haven't done so already, make sure you get your popcorn, because this show is going to be a blockbuster. You think Star Wars was a hit? Nothing compared to what we're going to show you tonight. And the reason that we call it a show is because we love showing people how to make money. Excuse me one sec. I've got to tell Cindy, who's going to be one of our special guests tonight, to actually mute her microphone so that I can come up for you and you guys can actually see me. There you go. Thank you very much, Cindy. So, glad you guys can make it tonight. As I said, we're excited to have you for this first show of 2016. And the reason that so many people join us, and if you're joining us tonight brand new because someone shared a link with you or you're watching this on replay, it's because that person that did that wanted you to find about making money and how we do it. And we're going to show that to you live. And in fact, what we're known for is having a good time showing people how to make money, but doing it live for the next 60 minutes, showing you our back office and showing you a little thing while we munch on popcorn called proof, progress, and results. And you know, unlike all those other gurus out there with the fancy suits, the $10,000 suits, and the fancy sports cars, and those shiny teeth, and that spray on tan, no, we're not like them. We do extremely well. In fact, we're all seven-figure marketers. Myself, Frank Calabro, Ari Maccabee, and we teamed up as a powerhouse so that we can show you how easy it is to follow a system and make money too. Now, I know you're probably shaking your head saying it's a scam. I've heard it all before. But I promise you, give us about 30 minutes. And when that 30 minutes rolls over, you're going to be sitting there shaking your head, not because you don't believe us. You're going to be shaking your head because you're going to want the link. You're going to want to get started. I promise you that. And here's the thing. If someone did bring you here on a link or you're watching it on replay because it was shared by someone, get back to that person that brought you here and make sure that you ask them a lot of questions, because we have nothing to hide. So when we show you our back offices in a little bit, when I introduce my man Frank Calabro, and he's going to blow you away with the stuff he's going to show you, I promise you, you are going to be amazed. But what's so amazing is that it's real. There is no CGI. There's nothing fake. We don't photocopy and cut and paste. We show you live while we're on the call. How's that for real? How's that for raw? We're unscripted. Tonight, I'm also very happy because this being the first show of 2016, well, we had to ramp it up a little bit. So I'm going to start getting Frank fired up here in a little bit, but I'm going to let you know we have two special guests on tonight who are also members of our team in traffic, Monsoon, and they're going to tell you their stories, and they are absolutely amazing. So I'm going to be able to bring out my friend Cindy and my friend Rob, And I'm going to introduce them a little bit after Frank talks to you a little bit more, and you're going to be blown away with what they've been able to do inside the system. But what's interesting is where they came from in order to have the success that they're having now. Fantastic. So hold on. That's going to come in about 20 minutes. So as you can see, a lot of people say, Big, you just get so excited telling us. And it's true. I do. I love helping people make money. I can tell you right now, without even them coming on, when Frank comes on, he'll probably say the same thing. He loves helping people make money. Ari Maccabee at the end is going to go over all of the marketing and the systems, and it's fantastic stuff. But he'll tell you he loves helping people make money. And that's why we have this show, because we want to show you it's possible, and we want to show you how easy it actually is. So, without further ado, again, I'm getting a little hungry for some popcorn. So, if you haven't done it yet, get out to the kitchen, get your popcorn, make sure there's plenty of butter on there, because popcorn always tastes better with butter. You know, that dry stuff and healthy. No, have a good time tonight. Eat popcorn with salt and butter and all that good stuff, so you're wiping your lips and you're enjoying the show, because when Frank comes on in about 2 minutes from now, you're going to pop your eyes out at what he's going to show you. So, again, I'm going to fade in the background here. I'm going to stop talking for a little bit, which everyone knows is hard for me to do because I love talking. I love putting on a show. But I'm telling you, every person that comes on tonight, myself, Frank, Ari, Cindy, Rob, we're all going to tell you one thing. We did not grow up wealthy. We weren't privileged to have a silver spoon in our mouth. We all came from very humble, if not dirt poor backgrounds. And that's what's amazing about what we're going to show you. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. We promise you, if you follow what we're going to show you step by step, anyone, and I mean anyone, even you, are going to be able to make money online, even if you've never done it before. Scout's honor, that's a promise from Big. So, without further ado, you know, again, I'm excited because when this man comes on, he is a marketing monster and he does not sleep. In fact, he was probably wide awake working on his marketing when Santa Claus came down his chimney. Wait a minute, he's in North Carolina. Frank, you don't have chimneys in North Carolina, do you?
Yes, Big. I got a chimney in my house.
You do?
Yes,
so
I do.
Were you awake when Santa Claus came in, my man?
Of course I was.
All right. Hey, guys, it is a pleasure always to introduce my man Frank Calabro, because when he shows you what he's going to show you, you should be as excited as me. And it doesn't take drugs. It just takes you to open your eyes and follow along with what he's about to show you for the next 15 minutes. And then when I come back, I'm going to ask for a bunch of hands to go up if you're excited too. So go ahead, Frank. I got my popcorn. I'm going to sit back. Hey, folks out there, turn off your Facebook. You know, tell your wife, your husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, kids, leave you the hell alone, because what you're about to listen to for the next 20 minutes is going to change you and your family's financial situation. So focus. Get them, big dog. They don't know what's coming, do they?
No, they don't, Big. All right, guys, welcome. Happy New Year. Our first hangout in 2016. My name is Frank Calabro Jr. If you're new, coming in here for the very first time, definitely get back and thank the person that invited you here this evening. Now, the people that you've seen here on this panel, we're just average, everyday people that have figured some things out, guys. We figured out you know, how to make some money online. We're also traditional business owners, or used to be traditional business owners. I think I can speak for everybody in here about that. And I'll tell you what, guys, you know, it was a pretty tough transition for myself personally. I was a Marine like Rob Frazier for 12 years. I retired from that life, and I was a self-employed business person. Made money the old-fashioned way, just like my grandfather did and just like my dad did. For 15 years, I was a traditional business owner. I began to make the transition into the online marketing world in 2010, and it was a very difficult and very steep learning curve. I literally made no money to speak of for 4 straight years, guys, and I worked extremely hard. I'm talking thousands of hours per year for free, for nothing. Well, as I ran out of money 2 years ago, in December 2013, I discovered a couple things. Number one, I discovered how to duplicate and replicate myself. And Ari will cover that here in a few minutes. Now, once I discovered that, guys, I got pretty excited because I knew that all I had to do was take that skill and connect it to something. And I discovered a couple of months later that I needed to lead with traffic, guys. We're here to talk about traffic. And we have something for everybody. And what I mean everybody is, I don't care if you're brand new to internet marketing, if you're a novice, if you're advanced, or you're an expert, we have what everybody needs: traffic and leads. Most people that come online, or they are online, they have something. They have something that they're passionate about, something that they want to market, something that they want to sell, and they need to get that in front of an audience, okay? Now, when I began to deploy this strategy of leading with traffic, guys, I discovered that I could make money every single day online. And listen, I went from making $1,000 a month, okay? And listen, you can't live on $1,000 a month, because I was a footstep away from being homeless 2 years ago today. A footstep away. And I've climbed into the top 1% in the world income bracket, and I've made money for 644 straight days. And I'm not the only person. Everybody you see on this panel has done it. And the thousands of leaders that you can't see that are globally tuning in have also done it, guys. We're all making money. So this is a plan for no matter what skill level or whatever skill level that you're at. This is a plan for you, and this is a strategy for you, and you're going to want to deploy this strategy. And it'll make more sense here in just a couple minutes once I get into this, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you how simple this is. You don't need any special skills to do this and to make money online. I could only wish that it was this simple when I got started. Okay, you guys should be able to see my screen. Let me pull up my account. And what I want to do is I want to log in, guys. Make sure I'm logged in. I'm going to refresh the screen. And listen, we're going to show you how to do this. It's so simple. But over here on the left-hand side of my screen, there's a hyperlink, okay? And what I'm going to do, guys, I got a bunch of banner ads loaded up in here, okay? And I just loaded these things up in here. I'm talking like just recently, last couple days. What I'm going to do, guys, and we show you how to do this, we show you how to load up a banner ad in here. I'm going to hit Buy Ad Pack, okay? And you can see the choices. We've got PayPal, Payza, Solid Trust Pay, and I presently have $2,000 in cash in my account. So for this training, what I'll do is I'll just make it real simple, and I'm going to buy 20 ad packs. I'm buying an advertising package on this platform. I'm going to hit Preview, okay? And I'm going to spend, it says right here, $1,000. I'm going to buy $1,000 worth of advertising on the platform. I'm going to hit Pay Now, and I'm going to hit OK. Okay, it's that simple. Now, part two is this red box up here, Start Surfing. This is how simple this is, guys. You can see this countdown timer going down backwards, okay? You can see it. It's counting down backwards. And up here it says, you have clicked 0 ads this session. What I'm required to do for this component of the compensation plan is I'm required to view 10 advertisements per day, okay? 10 in a row. You can see it counting down backwards. I'm going to look for the images that pop up. I'm going to click on the matching image. I'm going to click Next Site. The next advertisement will populate. You can see up here, you've clicked 1 ads this session. The countdown timer continues to count down. And it's this simple, guys. If you can click a mouse, literally, if you can click a mouse and pick a matching image, you can make money online. I mean, it is this simple. This is something that anybody can do. Hit Next Site. That's it, guys. You're fully trained. You do this 10 times in a row, you're fully trained. You're talking 5 minutes a day, and what I'm showing you is one way of making money over here out of 5, okay? Let me show you how this works. Let me pull this up. I'm going to pull up my slideshow. We'll get right into this, okay? We're going to talk about a company called Traffic Monsoon. Now, real quick, guys, earnings and income disclaimer. Any earnings or income statements or earnings and income examples are only examples and illustrations. Past performance does not guarantee you the same results in the future. Read all terms and conditions at trafficmonsoon.com/terms. Okay, Traffic Monsoon is a domestic limited liability company founded by CEO Charles Scoville. We launched in October 2014, and we are a paid-to-click advertising network. Now, you guys can go look this up, trafficexchangelist.com. We are ranked the #1 traffic exchange in the world. Now, what's interesting about this is number 2, Easy Hits for You. That company has been around since 2003. They were the king of the hill, guys. They were at the top of the mountain, guys, and we knocked them down and pushed them down to number 2. That is quite impressive, and our company is barely a year and a half old, guys. Pretty impressive right there. Now, you can also go over to Alexa and find us climbing up the global rankings here. This website ranks all the websites in the world based on how much traffic that they're getting. This slide's actually outdated, guys. I'm sure our number is much higher, but you can look it up over at alexa.com. Now, we operate in the biggest market in the world today, online advertising. Online advertising is a marketplace worth billions of dollars, and it's still growing, guys. Look at this chart right here. Look at this illustration. What you're looking at is this is the results over at Google, and I want you to notice from 2010 to 2014, and just look at that, guys. Online advertising literally doubled, and 2010 was the magical year for the internet. I was still in traditional business then, and I watched the world change right before my very eyes. Here's what happened in 2010. 3 things happened. Number 1, the explosion in social media. That's when social media took off like a rocket ship. Number 2, the availability of Wi-Fi. That was the year that Wi-Fi was literally every single place that you went. A coffee shop, bar, I don't care where you went. There was a Wi-Fi connection there somewhere, okay? And also what happened in 2010, people began to carry mobile devices. They took their computers, their laptops, their mobile devices with them, and they began to carry the internet with them every single place that they went when they left the home and office. You can see double-digit growth every single year. This is called an upward trend, and you want to be in a market that is on the rise like online advertising, and there is no end in sight because none of us are going to stop using the internet. It's not happening. Now, the fact that the number 1 selling product on the internet is traffic, which is created through online advertising. Now, Google, Facebook, YouTube, and many more, these are all advertising networks disguised as something else. Search engines, social media networks, video sharing sites. These companies are raking in billions of dollars each year in advertising fees. In fact, every time you click on an advertisement on their website, they are making money. Now, the real question is, why aren't you being paid for this? After all, we are the ones clicking on the advertisements that are making them money. Now, with Traffic Monsoon, you get paid for clicking on advertisements. Did Google or Facebook ever send you a check? I don't know about you guys, but Facebook has never sent me a dime. Now, it is absolutely the simplest and easiest way for anyone and everyone to make money. Absolutely no special skills required. If you can click a mouse, and I just trained you, you can make money. How hard is that? Now, we can get paid up to 24 times per day, 168 times per week, 672 times per month. And you might be thinking, Frankie, how is that even possible? It's really simple. What they're doing is they take the day and they divide the day up into 24 pay cycles. All the advertising packages sold on the platform, they tally up that sales revenue, and they pay out instantly and in cash. This is an addiction because every single time you log into your account, your cash balance has gone up. Now, there are 5 revenue streams, okay? We have the profit share, clicking on 10 ads per day, which I already shown you. We have cash links, which are extra cash rewards. We also have matching bonuses for the cash links. We have 10% instant referral commissions, and you can also turn your traffic into cash, and we teach everyone to utilize and tap into all 5 revenue streams here at Traffic Monsoon. Now, 4 simple steps, guys. Number 1, sign up for free. That's right, guys. The price tag is free. Number 2, you want to activate your account, buy Adpacks, click and view 10 ads per day, which you already know how to do. We will begin to get paid in a daily profit share. Now, what is an ad pack? What we're buying, guys, we're buying an advertising package, okay? They're sold in $50 increments. We're getting 1,000 traffic exchange credits. We get 20 pay-per-click views to your banner, and we get a revenue sharing position. Now, the benefit is we can utilize our ad space, and we can get paid up to $55 for every ad pack that we own. This is not guaranteed because it's directly based on the profit share. Now, it is impossible not to make money. Everyone makes money as long as they purchased at least 1 ad pack and they viewed on 10 advertisements per day. Like I said, we can get paid up to 24 times per day. Now, there's no reason for you not to sign up because, like I said, guys, free to join. The price tag is free. Absolutely no sponsoring is required. There's no selling required. There's no monthly fees ever. You're not going to get beat over the head with a $100 bill. There's no monthly fees, guys. This is absolutely easy for everyone. Now, if you want to recruit, you can make even more money. Here's how it works. 10% direct referral commissions. Every time an ad pack is sold, you get paid. This includes repurchases. We get paid in real cash, guys, straight into our account. You can withdraw through PayPal, Payza, Solid Trust Pay. You are in complete control of your money at all times, guys. You can withdraw any single time you want, 24 hours per day. Now, here's some referral examples, okay? We earn 10% on referrals daily for life. So just say, for example, in this illustration, we sponsor 4 members, and they each purchased 20 ad packs, okay? We just made $400 instantly in cash, guys. Say we sponsor 20 members purchasing 10 ad packs in this example. There's a $1,000 day. 100 members purchasing only 2 ad packs per day. That's a very conservative figure. There's a $2,000 day example. And sponsoring 200 members purchasing 4 ad packs daily, there's an example of a $4,000 day. These are just a couple of examples of referral commissions. Okay, here's a couple of our teammates, guys. These are average, everyday people, just like you, just like me, that are using this platform, buying traffic over there at Traffic Monsoon, advertising their offers. Here is Maria. You can see in this example, with only 2 active referrals and 51 ad packs, $3,000. Here's another one, Peter, with only 6 active referrals, 210 ad packs, $5,000 in this example. Oliver, 8 active referrals, 105 ad packs, over $6,000. Sibel Suman, check out this, guys, 260 ad packs, over $7,000 with 0 referrals. Now, how strong is that, guys? That is very powerful right there. Amanda here, 6 referrals, 1,949. That's a lot of ad packs right there. Over $113,000. Rob Frazier, we're privileged to have Rob with us tonight. You can see in this example, 318 active referrals, 773 ad packs on the books, $147,000, guys. Very, very powerful example right there. Emmy, this is the top man in the world. This is a top 1% earner. Obviously, this is a unique example. This slide is very much outdated, but check it out, guys. With a small team of only 99 active referrals, you can see 3,300 ad packs on the books. And what is that number? That's a big number over there, $513,000, guys. Pretty amazing, guys. Once again, a unique example, a top 1% earner, but we're showing you the power of the model. Now, what makes Traffic Monsoon so very different from other traffic exchanges? This is important, okay? Very important. Pay attention to this. Number 1, retail customers. Any person, company, or business can purchase ad packages without becoming an affiliate, okay? Also, free members can earn credits. There's extra earning that can be made from the cash links. There's no monthly fees ever. There's no sponsoring requirement. We can actually purchase unlimited ad packs, which means we can buy unlimited advertising space on the platform. Also, merchant processing that we have in place, PayPal, Payza, and Solid Trust Pay. This is what separates us. This is what makes us the #1 traffic exchange in the world, guys. There is nobody that even comes close to Traffic Monsoon. Now, the fast start process, real simple, guys. Like I said, you can enroll for free right now. Buy as many ad packs as you can. You view 10 ads per day. You begin to earn cash. And like I said, this is only one component of the compensation plan, the profit share. And optional, you want to refer and sponsor like crazy, and we'll show you how to do it, guys. We are masters. We are experts at sponsoring, and we'll show you how to do autopilot, guys. Yeah, get started now, guys. All right, let me switch back over because I want to show you guys one more thing. I want to share one more thing with you guys before I come back over to the Hangout. And what I do, guys, is I document my results every single day. I keep like a running diary, a journal, right? And I want to show you guys when I got started right here, September 3rd. That's the day I actively purchased some ad packs, okay? And I purchased 20 ad packs right there for $1,000. I got started, and I began to view ads. Now, at the time, guys, I was in another traffic exchange, okay? I was the #3 producer in the world in another traffic exchange. I never planned on promoting this traffic exchange ever, guys. What I planned on doing was coming over here and creating a funnel and funneling people from this database over to what I was doing, guys, okay? So that was my strategy. It was never to, I was just going to buy retail traffic. I was never going to buy any more ad packs other than the ones that I purchased. But what happened, guys, is I decided to become active on October 15th, and October 16th, this was taken the very next day. This is the first day active in the business, meaning the first day that Frank Calabro Jr. went to work and started doing something. I did absolutely nothing up until this day other than viewing 10 ads per day. I didn't do a thing. I did absolutely zero, and you can see the results here from the first day I went to work here. I now had 5 active referrals, 97 ad packs on the books, and 1425 the first day that I went to work, guys. Okay, I'm going to scroll up. I'll go kind of slow so you can see the progression, but I just want to skip up to maybe like the first week so I can show you guys the first week after I got started. Here we go right here. Day 7, October 22nd, 65 active referrals. We got 270 ad packs, 45 grand. Okay, we'll scroll up. We'll go up to the second week so I can show you guys the progression. Let's go up to day 14 up here. Okay, October 29th, right? 106 active referrals. We've got 348 ad packs, 9 grand, guys. Now listen, I've made some insane money, guys, online the last, say, 20 months or so. I mean, insane money, guys. But I've never made money this fast in a brand new offer. Never this fast before. Let me scroll up a little bit further. Let's go up to, let's skip over the third week. Let's go straight up to the 30 days. Let's show you guys the 30-day mark so you can see the progression here. Here we go, right here. Day 30. Day 30 of me actually doing something. Frank Calabro Jr. actually getting off his tail and doing a little bit of work here. 146 active referrals, 836 ad packs. We're up to 27 grand, guys, in the first month. That's insane. That's insane, the very first month in the business. Now I want to point out something else, and this is kind of important right here. Let me scroll up here and let me point it out. Let me find something. Here we go, right here, day 40. This was a huge day right here. Huge day, guys, because number one, 166 active referrals. Hey, can someone mute themselves? Day 40, 166 active referrals, 1,231 ad packs, guys. Now listen. Like I said, I was a #3 producer in the world in another traffic exchange, and it took me 8 months to do this. 8 months to do this, and what I did over here in Traffic Monsoon in 40 days, guys. That is insane. Yes, I am a top 1% producer. Yes, this is a unique example, but once again, I'm showing you the power of the model. Okay, now let me just scroll up to the top, guys. I'll just go up to today so you guys can see all this. You know, I'm now 12 weeks in. I think we're on day, I believe it's 84. I just want to scroll right up to today so you guys can see what's going right now, this very moment. Actually, this morning when the screenshot was taken. But you can see what I'm doing here, guys. I'm tracking my results. I got proof, progress, and results here every single day. You can see right here, day 84, okay? I'm 12 weeks into the business now, okay? 258 active referrals. We got 2,674 ad packs on the books. That's a nice chunk of real estate on the platform. I've got plenty of traffic on the platform now, and you can see, what is it, 172,000. Now, I want to explain something about strategy because I've shifted gears, guys, okay? I've shifted gears, and here's what I mean by that. When I first got involved here in Traffic Monsoon, I wanted to hit 1,200 ad packs, okay? Then I said, okay, I'm going to hit 2,500. I did 0 paid advertising for 39 days. The last 39 days of the year, I did 0 paid advertising, yet look at the results, guys. I just started advertising January 3rd, this Sunday. Now, I shifted gears and my strategy has changed. Here's what I'm focused on now. Number one, active referrals. I got 258. I'm going to turn that number into 1,000 active referrals, and then I'm going to turn it into 2,000 active referrals. The second part of my strategy, my traffic, guys, my traffic. I'm turning my traffic into cash. That's what I'm focused on. I also pay myself every single week. I've been paying myself since December 1st, and what I pay myself each and every single week is more than most people wished they made in a month, okay? So I am withdrawing every single week, but I continually build up my ad packs, and now I'm focused on the referrals and turning my traffic into cash. And listen, if you're brand new, you don't understand what I'm talking about, Don't worry. We're going to teach you all of these things. You focus on the basics. We start teaching you how to make money the very first day, and you'll fill in the blanks as you go forward with us. You've got amazing leadership on this team. We've got so much talent on this team internationally. You could not be around a better group of business-minded entrepreneurs than what the people that we have assembled here in a short period of time, the last 12 weeks since we got started promoting this offer. All right, guys, that concludes my presentation. I'm going to switch back over and come back over to the Hangout, join you guys over there. All right, guys, that's it, man.
Frank, you know what you did? You hit him with the money hammer, my man. Boom!
Better believe
the
it,
money
man.
hammer. You hit
This
him
is
with
a
the
$1 million
money hammer.
plan. It's a $1 million plan.
You guys, do you realize what he just showed you? Frank, what per week is that earnings per week? Break it down. Hit him with the money hammer. How many dollars?
I don't even know what I'm making.
Per week?
I don't know what I'm making a week. I don't even know. Big guy. I'd have to go back and look at the last 7 days. I don't even know.
170,000 times 12 weeks. Am I correct?
Yeah, I mean, I got my calculator right here, man. I don't know what it comes out to on average, but you know, like 14 grand a week.
There you go. I was going to say
it's climbing, and it's accelerating, guys. It's accelerating.
Hit them with the money hammer. The bottom line is Frank just showed you boss status, double dollar signs right there. And what Frank talked about, if you guys are confused, he's talking about traffic. That's exactly what this is. When you learn how to play in traffic, not like your mother used to yell at you, oh, don't run in the road. No, we like playing in traffic. And again, leaders inside Traffic Monsoon, global, not only us, but there are many others out there that love to help people get active referrals. Again, you do not have to. As Frank said, results not typical. A lot of times we'll show you, again, different levels of success for people. You know, Frank is, as he said, a top 1% earner. I myself, same thing, Ari, but that's because we developed a system to get referrals and drive traffic. And Ari's going to talk about that at the end of the show. But I just wanted my man, Frank. I get excited, Frank. I had to whip out the money hammer. I'm like, you know, mini Thor here, even though most people know me as Hulk, because you know, when you share numbers like that, people don't realize when you said that's more than most people make in a month, it's more than a lot of people make in 2 or 3 months. That's $14,000 a week. And again, I'll say it again, none of us started from money. We all started from nothing. Frank shared his journey began 2 years ago. None of us were successful in the beginning in internet marketing until we were able to, as Frank said, crack the code and learn duplication, replication, and that's exactly what we teach our team. The beautiful thing about Traffic Monsoon is you earn while you learn. Where else can you do that? So I'm excited. Thank you very much, Frank. You got any last words of, you know, hit him with the money hammer, Frank. Send me excited into my next guest here.
I want to give you guys a real powerful thought. And listen, I started hanging around really big thinkers about 2 years ago. And I mean really big thinkers. I mean people that make insane money. And they make insane money because they think so freaking big. And, you know, I know people that have made $1 million in one day, man. I mean, you know, we know people like that. It's not hard to do. You know, and here's what I'm going to do with Traffic Monsoon. I'll tell the whole world what Frank Calabro Jr. is going to do with Traffic Monsoon. I'm going to bring in 2,000 active referrals. Now listen to this. You want to hang around people that like Ari and Big and Cindy and Rob and lots of other leaders all across the globe. You want to hang around big thinkers because they're going to challenge you, they're going to push you, you're going to grow as a person, and you're going to also think bigger and you're going to do bigger, okay? Here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to bring in 2,000 active referrals. 2,000 this year in 2016. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring them in. If they only buy one ad pack a day, 2,000 people, okay, that's $10,000 per day. That's $300,000 per month. That's $3.6 million per year. Watch me become a millionaire. With Traffic Monsoon alone, I will become a cash millionaire this year in 2016. So if you can't replace your income out there, you're sorry. you're in the wrong place because we got the systems that do it for you. Just follow the line.
Tell him, Frank. Hit him. Hit him with the hammer.
Follow the blueprint, guys. Because listen, I began this journey alone. What was it? I don't know how many days ago it was. 644 days ago, guys. I began this journey alone. Didn't really know what I was doing. Still figuring things out, okay? And I made 98 grand in 2014. Last year, $576,000. Cash in hand, Frank Calabro made. What do you think Frank Calabro is going to make this year in 2016? Take a wild guess, guys. But you know what? Better be up in seven figures because it's going to happen, guys. Hang around big thinkers, and big things are going to happen. That I can promise you. I'm done, guys. Take it over.
Boom. Absolutely. Now, you hear Frank talk about numbers. Everyone knows I've shared recently. I basically just did my year end on all my businesses, offline and online, and I generated $1 million in earnings from that. Ari's going to come on and he's going to blow our numbers away because he's been at it a while and he's good, and that's why we partnered with him, because on the marketing side, the man is a marketing genius. So what I want to do is we're gonna basically take the testosterone. I'm gonna throw the money hammer away before I beat my computer to death here because I'm so excited. And the reason I'm excited is I'm gonna reiterate this again. We didn't start with, as Donald Trump said, a little $1 million loan from my dad to start my business. No, we started with nothing, a few $100. And we're going to share with you later, Ari, is how you can do that too. But I think a better way to do it when we do these shows like this is to bring on members. And again, I hate to use that word average, everyday people. That's what they are. But average people, they're not, because they took action. They took massive action. And in fact, they're coming into Traffic Monsoon from completely opposite sides of the spectrum. My first guest that we wanted to have on was to show you that women in internet marketing, and especially with Traffic Monsoon, there are a ton of leaders who step up and basically do. They don't talk a whole lot, and when they do talk a lot, it's because they can back it up. And my next guest is one of those people. But before I introduce her, I want to say again, if you're excited about this and you're joining us on replay or you're joining us through a link that someone shared with you, they did it on purpose. They want you to join the team. And anyone that shared a link with you for our show ultimately becomes part of our overall global team. Ari will talk about it at the end. We share all of our training and strategies for free. For free, guys. We're not like those other gurus out there that are going to charge you thousands and thousands of dollars, because truthfully, we get excited when we get those people that tell us. And for me, a very exciting thing is about to happen, and that is, for the first time ever, about 2 months ago, came up with the idea that we needed to have, once Frank and Ari brought Frank and myself into Traffic Monsoon, we needed to have a huge event so that we can crank it up and hit people with the money hammer in Las Vegas. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Super Bowl weekend, Saturday, February 6th and Sunday, February 7th. If you join Traffic Monsoon and get in, you can join Frank, myself, a lot of the big leaders, and CEO and co-founder and founder of Traffic Monsoon, Charles Scoville, as we kick off Super Bowl weekend for the first ever Momentum Day kickoff for Traffic Monsoon in the USA. It's going to be a huge event. There are already about 500 people attending. We're probably going to have to cut it off at 600, and the bottom line is I hope to see you there. On that note, because I know she's excited about going to Vegas, let me bring out my good friend and a kick-ass leader who happens to be beautiful as well. All right, Cindy, you wanna unmute yourself?
I'm
Come on
unmuted,
out
man.
and tell the people your
Awesome
story.
being here.
Awesome. So, Cindy, while we have the people's
Here we
attention,
are.
because again,
Can you
one
hear
of the
me?
things that, yes, one of the things that Frank did was get people excited about the money. So tell us a little bit, Cindy, about your how you came into Traffic Monsoon, and maybe why it's a little bit different from where you've had success before. Because I know you were a killer leader, sales leader, numbers leader, downline leader in the traditional multi-level marketing. So why don't you kind of introduce yourself, tell people how long you've been in Traffic Monsoon, and kind of where you came from and why this is a little bit different.
Okay, Traffic Monsoon, Ari introduced it to me. I had seen Traffic Monsoon. I just, I was doing something else. So, I kind of just stuck with what I was doing. But, Ari said, get in it. And I've known Ari longer than you guys. I think I met Ari probably about 3 months after I started into, online marketing, which was 2 years ago, just the other day. This is my third year. January 3rd that's the beginning of my third year. So I'd known him for a bit, and he said, get in this. I said, yeah, whatever. So I did, and I didn't do anything with it because I was busy. I was on the road all summer. I was traveling, so it just.
Now, why were you traveling? Why were you traveling all the time?
Business. I was with a multi-level company, multi-level marketing company. I took that business to top 5 in Canada in 4.5 months. It was a busy business, and so
multi-level marketing like that at that level that you were doing required a lot of belly-to-belly marketing and networking, correct?
Networking, absolutely. Yeah. No, I didn't. You know what? I mean, I got to be honest. I didn't do any of it belly to belly, other than going to events. I did everything online. I am an online marketer, and that's all. I did not go slap on goo on people's faces. It's not my thing. So, it's not my thing. But I talk to people, and that's really how I built my business. So yeah, it was kind of impressive that, and this is something else. Is there's people out there right now that are watching this that they came back from an event. When people found out that I'd left Janess, it wasn't my thing. I mean, I'm used to being in a traditional business, moving a business forward, not backwards daily, right? I mean,
Right.
I built a multi-million-dollar company myself. So
what was the catalyst that made you? You said you'd been in it a while. What was the catalyst? I know Ari introduced you. Certainly, he introduced Frank and myself. But what was the catalyst? You said much like Frank talked about. But you seem to have kind of just knew about it, let it sit there for the longest time. What was the catalyst to actually get you started to start really marketing and pushing this out there as far as Traffic Monsoon?
Take a look at it. I mean, I basically got it going the day that Frank got his going. The other opportunity had left too. So, basically it was the same day. And, when you see this thing generating so fast, and I just shared it with a few people, and then to see it really moving, it's like, you can't make money that fast. I make it while I'm sleeping. I can sleep longer now, okay? So, it's phenomenal. And then putting together, like, I watched Frank I've known Frankie since May, I think I saw a video inside that other opportunity. I watched his first video, and I thought, this guy's going to do something. I don't know what it was, and that's when I started to pay attention. But, I mean, I was watching him do all this stuff.
Which was that? Was that the chocolate chip cookie recipe where he's baking cookies? Was that the video you saw?
No, but I was watching. I just thought, this guy's going to do something big, and then to watch him progress, through what he did, and he was doing what we're doing now, and
right.
It wasn't.
So now, when you say you followed him, you're talking not only like following him as far as the videos, but following the process and marketing systems that have been perfected over the perfected over the last couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what about that system is different than some of the other systems? You earlier said that you were an online marketer. What's different about this system as opposed to other systems? Because I'm sure you've spent money just like everyone else. And there are people on this call, Cindy, talk to them because they've spent money also. And in fact, they're probably disgusted if they look at the amount of money they've spent on programs that they no longer use or are involved with, what was different for you that made this program and Frank's marketing system and what Ari was able to do different than the other programs? Because I know you've had that experience. Am I correct?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I mean, who hasn't? And
Right,
then
exactly.
so I mean, we do it all the time, but we don't need to anymore because, like when Frank explains it, it's like a machine. It is a machine. He's put together things that don't have any friction, and so it works. And when you do put it together, it's simple. And the funnels that are built. I mean, you don't have to do anything. Just drive traffic. That's it. That's all. Easy.
So what I'm hearing you say is that you've discovered something that was there in front of your eyes the whole time, yet your hand was forced, and once you rediscovered it, now you've basically taken off. Maybe you want to share with the people, when you got serious as far as marketing, kind of where you started as far as Traffic Monsoon, maybe where you are now as far as Adpacks, things like that, so that people can understand when you say it does really well, how well it's doing for you as well.
Well, I mean, I showed some of the results just from this week. I mean, I waited, a few weeks to buy some solo ads because it was Christmas. I figured people weren't going to really do too much anyways. But I mean, just the results I've got in the past week once that traffic started, I've had, I don't even remember. I don't even know now. I have been not even really looked today how many people have signed up. But, and I got to say, there's a good friend of mine, a high school friend, that's sitting out there watching this right now. Hi, Randy. He came to me once.
Hi, Randy.
Yeah, Randy's here.
I see you, Randy.
I see him too. And he, he gets this. He's very excited about this. He was a list builder, but he's never, I don't know what he really did. Randy's built a lot of, he worked for, the guy ran a company that was 65,000 people throughout North America, and they're all shutting down. He's ready to.
What's sad? What's sad here? For some reason, maybe it's your broadband, Cindy, but we're not seeing your pretty face. So.
I can sit a little closer, but I can't see it.
No. The broadband is not coming through, and I'm sure that people, want to see my dimples and blue eyes, but I'm sure they'd rather see your face while you're talking. I'm trying to get that to work, but if it doesn't work, then I'll just kind of go back and forth. But yeah, one of the main things that you started to talk about was the success that you had so quickly. Now, Frank touched on it earlier. A lot of people out there are probably trying to figure out what that word active referrals or active, when he talked about, shooting for 2,000 active referrals. Touch on that for us a little bit and what that means and why you're also focused on that as well.
Well, you want to get people active because they're purchasing, they're purchasing their Adpacks. They're using it for advertising, and advertising their other affiliate programs, or it doesn't matter what. They're selling Janess products. They're selling. It doesn't matter. MLM products in there. Direct sales people are using it to advertise their business, get their Adpacks, generating money. Earning commissions from other people that they're bringing in. So.
Absolutely true. You touched on a great thing there. One of the main things that we have people try to understand, and I know you nail that home with your team, is it doesn't matter what your offer is. It doesn't matter what a business is. You need traffic to your offers. So it doesn't matter if it's an MLM offer. It doesn't matter if it's a software offer or a video training or Viagra. It doesn't matter. You've got to drive traffic to that offer. And that's what Traffic Monsoon does. It is an advertising platform. And in fact, we had Charles Scoville on, the CEO, back mid-December last year on our show, and he spoke about we have 2 million members, well over 100,000 plus active members. That is a large platform to advertise your offers to. Am I correct, Cindy?
Absolutely. I mean, Frankie put it one way one day. This is hyperactive. You know, this traffic. These are I don't know how many people is in traffic monsoon now. I mean, these are thousands of people seeing your opportunity. You can't get that from posting it on Facebook, guys, or I don't care. You've got a lot of people looking at your opportunity there. We got to surf 10 ads a day. That's all you got to do. That's tough work. Tough job to have. So, but to put that in front of that many people,
right.
it's
so you're basically saying this is not as hard as going to work and punching the clock. It's not as hard as digging ditches. You know, as far as the actual clicking the ads and all like that, you talked about it. How long does that take to do your 10 ads per day? That's a requirement, as Frank showed you. How long does that take?
My coffee does not brew as fast as it takes me. Okay, I mean it's less than 10 minutes. 5 maybe.
Right. So the actual part. Then if you want to build a team, obviously you're going to build a team like you would any normal way, which is basically driving traffic to get people to sign up with you. Frank touched on the referral aspect. Yep, talking to people, introducing them to the offer, but also finding a way that it's going to benefit them. So what has been the most surprising thing about Traffic Monsoon to you, Cindy? Again, because you have a wealth of experience from a number of different companies. What's been most surprising?
The MLM people that are knocking on my door and wanting in.
Okay.
And I even got a call just, well, I had a text from a fellow that was in the opportunity I was in, and he texted me, he's here. I know you're out there, Mike. I had a lot, there's a lot of my friends out there right now. So, and you know, I haven't really started to share it with them, but when they see what it can do for their business, and I think that's why they're banging on my door. Plus, I think that, you know, Traffic Monsoon is on everybody's lips. It's out there. It's going through this whole industry because people are having difficulty making money, and you can't lose. You know, you just go to bed and you wake up and you got money. You click 10 ads, you make money. That's it.
Right.
You can't do that.
As Frank talked about, there are certain things that you have to do in order to be eligible for the profit sharing. You have to actually buy the sharing Adpacks. That's the $50 purchase he talked about. That gives you traffic, but it also lets you participate in the profit sharing if there are any. Again, results not typical. Profits aren't guaranteed, but again, when you have that much traffic flowing through, that many offers out there, that is what's so amazing. So, any you know, the wonderful thing in talking or catching you a number of times talking to your people, Cindy, is there anything, let's say that you were sitting in front of a group of, you know, 50 people right now, and you had to say something to them, and you have 2 minutes to say it, to tell them what the benefit is of them coming into a program like Traffic Monsoon, what would you say to them? 50 people sitting in front of you right now.
Well, you know, I mean, I just covered that basically. I mean, the fact that you've got, you know, thousands of network marketers, online marketers, looking at your opportunity first of all. So if you're selling other products or other affiliates, you've got a spot for thousands, and we're growing so quickly that it's just massive. It's massive. So that alone is just such a great opportunity. People have that kind of traffic to whatever their offer is. Never mind, and then you're being paid to do it because we're getting
paid. That's exactly. I was going to say, what's amazing is the reason I wanted to have Cindy on the show tonight is she comes from a different outlook. Many people coming into Traffic Monsoon are coming in and looking at it as a make money online opportunity, and it certainly can be, but people are overlooking the real area to make money. Frank started to touch on it, and I was having Cindy kind of elaborate a little bit there, is the ability to drive people to your offers. So if you are on this call and you are an MLM marketer or you have other offers that you want to get in front of people, there are lots of people who are, guess what, forced to have to look at ads in order to be eligible. And that's why it's hyper proactive traffic. And so that's beautiful, Cindy. That's exactly what I wanted you to share because, again, I said it earlier, there are different levels of people coming into this offer looking at it different ways. We tend to focus on the traffic, and we also help people make money, but there are other people who are really good at what they do in MLM marketing and are looking at other avenues to tell their story. And you're saying that this is a beautiful opportunity to do that. Is that what I'm hearing?
Absolutely. And
fantastic.
They're coming. They're knocking on my door because they're seeing the opportunity now. So it's great. It's great stuff.
Awesome. Awesome. And like I said, I really wish we could have had your face on when you were saying that because it'd be great to see your eyes sparkle and you smile there. But if you yourself were shared this link through someone or you're watching it on a replay, make sure you get back to that person that introduced you because there are a number of different ways to take advantage of it. So Cindy, I thank you very much. If you want to do me a big favor, if you'll mute yourself or maybe Ari or Frank can mute you so that we don't get the background noise, because what I want to do is I want to set up my next guest here, and then I promise at the end Ari is going to come on. I know a lot of you are chomping the bit, but I wanted you guys to hear Cindy's story and why she's involved. Here is a successful team builder that she is, who's looking at Traffic Monsoon as an opportunity to bring in other people that have a similar background. Now, these people, like Cindy, are already successful. They are looking at this as an opportunity to continue to drive traffic to their current offers and also build a team. Fantastic way to do that. At the same time, we also have people who come into this system and see it as an amazing opportunity to essentially get themselves out of a problem. Now, whether that problem is self-inflicted as far as debt, whether it's they're not making enough money, whether they've got bills to pay because, you know, again, after taxes, things like that, we talk to a number of people who are looking for a way out. And at the same time, a lot of people who are looking to make more money always have hundreds, if not thousands, of excuses about why they can't do it. They get the, woe is me, I'm poor, and I can't do anything about it, or I'm in debt. And, you know, I don't want to hear the excuses because what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring on my next guest, and he's going to share his story. And if you're not convinced after this that it doesn't matter where you start, Frank and I talked about, and Ario talked about as well, that we started with a few $100s in the system. Well, again, we were doing well already, but my man Rob Fraser is going to come on, and Rob is known throughout the team, the Traffic Monsoon global community, as the man with the broke man's plan. I did say that, broke man's plan. But you know, Rob, if you want to come on, you know, because again, I want to get this right, and I don't want to insult you, but the truth is, you aren't broke. You were negative broke, right? Broke means you have no money. You were in debt for like what, 100,000, something like that. Help me out here, guys. If you're on this call, Rob is going to share with you an incredible story. And again, Frank already showed you some of his results. Those are actually a month or two old. So I'm hoping that Rob, after he shares his story with you, you'll be inspired, but you'll be even more inspired because I'm hoping he's going to open up his back office and show you his current stats as of tonight. Because as we promised, we show you live results just like Frank did. All right? So Rob, it's not a broke man's plan. In your case, it was negative broke man. How do you say that, my man?
No,
Rob,
something like that.
Welcome aboard.
Thank
yes.
you. First off, I don't have a microphone, so there might be some feedback in the other things. So just bear in mind here. And also, my wife is actually in the other room, and I told her don't be afraid when I throw out this number because she wasn't. She didn't know the full total amount, but me, spent 12 years in the Marine Corps. You know, I'm all about chivalry. I'm about if you have a debt, it's your responsibility to pay it off. You know, and so me coming on in a marriage, it was up to me to rectify the situation I got myself in. And a few facts. I joined January 10th, 2015. April 30th, $102,284.74 is what I was in debt. Fast forward to today, I made my last payment of $2,000, and right now all of my stuff is 100% rectified within 1 calendar year of me joining this system. Now, I will also...
So Rob, hang on. Rob, hang on. Over 100,000 that you owed. Okay?
284.
You're saying basically a little bit over a year, a couple days, over a year.
Nope.
You have completely...
Under a year, yep.
Under a year, you have completely paid that debt off,
Gone.
all from your earnings in Traffic Monsoon.
Gone.
Correct?
With the complete system we have. Yes, gone.
Awesome.
Gone.
Now,
and
how did you do that?
we can get into that, but I just want to drop a couple more numbers, and I want to let Frank know that I'm on your heels. I'm at 13,000 a week, and I'm coming for that #1 spot. So just you know, just get ready. But any which way, 13,000 a week. Obviously, a portion of that goes to traffic. Obviously, a portion of that goes to Uncle Sam. But again, everything is square. So, and I started with $100. And you know, there are many dark days. $100 I started. I couldn't afford to join a program. I couldn't afford to you know, the program meaning the marketing system that we're all using. I couldn't pay for it every single month. Just, you know, a lot of folks on here, they're coming from a place to where they've had success before. They've had a team. They've built something before. They've built systems. They're known for stuff. They have offline businesses. I came just straight out of the military, 12 years Marine, and nothing, no experience, no nothing. I scraped my face for the past 5 years, and it's the culmination of that and getting around folks who are making money to learn what to do and to duplicate and then to tweak and you know, as you know, we each see fit. So again, it wasn't, I didn't come from knowing a team. I didn't bring in 100 folks, 1,000 folks. Nobody was paying attention to me. Nobody was looking at my YouTubes. Nobody was looking at my social media. I didn't have a Facebook group. This wasn't my strong suit. This wasn't my forte. I had to learn everything I did just by sitting my butt in front of the computer and grinding it out. And so my thing was, the whole broke man's plan was to help the average person, because it's easy for a heavy hitter to come in and just blast out an email and go to the top of a comp plan. It's another thing altogether for the average person sitting there wanting to change something in their life, to go from nothing, nobody knowing them, no experience, and taking that and then building something from that. So with all that being said, it wasn't an easy journey. There were lots and lots of early days, like waking up at 2:30 in the morning, late nights. You know, I had full-time jobs. At one point, I was working for a company stuffing vending machines. I got out of the Marine Corps. I made all the wrong decisions, and I had to get a job. So I put out 20 resumes a day. I got a job at Canteen San Diego, working 4:30 in the morning to 5:30 at night, and I would still come back and sit in front of the computer for a few hours to learn different systems and different things like that. And then that's where I discovered upon Frank, started following him, and it goes back to what I was saying before. If you want to learn how to do something, you have to get around folks who are doing it. And so I just started watching his videos over and over and over again, started learning everything he was talking about, and then I just started taking everything I learned from him, putting my own spin on it, and then I started creating my own following. And for the new guy watching this who doesn't have a team, who don't know anybody, who doesn't have a network, who doesn't have a list, do what I did in the beginning. Get around folks like us, watch these hangouts, watch our videos, and then put them into your own words, and then put them out on the internet, and then that's how you'll start creating your own following. And so I know I kind of went off in a few different directions there, but I just want the average person watching this to know that if I can do it from nothing, then anybody can do it from nothing. So,
see, and Rob, that's the beauty. Why we had you on tonight was because anytime we do a show, we'll always get people that hit us up and say, yeah, but you guys started with big money, or you had a big following, or you had a big email list. And Frank touched on earlier, we haven't even hit up our list yet with this offer. But one of the reasons we wanted to have you on is it doesn't matter where you're starting from, as long as you get started. And I know, Rob, one of the great things about you, I don't know if it's your Marine training background, you just got to keep chopping, right? Until you get the job done, and then even then it's not done, right?
No, and that's what I tell folks. It's just, you find one way to market, and with the copy and paste system that we have here, and I keep hammering to folks, all you have to do is follow the system. I mean, everything is laid out in the videos, and in fact, I hosted a few webinars where I was telling folks, all you have to do is just listen to the videos. I mean, I still watch the videos every day myself, and I know the system. I mean, I've created my own systems, and I still watch the videos over and over and over again just to get it in my brain. And so that's what I'll keep reiterating to other folks. Just trust the system and just follow the plan we lay out, and that's essentially it. And you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to do the offline meetings. You don't have to return hundreds of phone calls. Just follow the system.
Just continue to be consistent about doing the same thing over and over and over. Is that?
If I want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm going to have to do more than one push-up. If I'm going to want to kick like Bruce Lee, I'm going to have to do a couple more, side kicks. I mean, it just if I want to do 20 pull-ups, I can't just do one and jump off the bar. I mean, and it's just as simple as that. And a lot of folks don't get that. They'll come on, they'll try it for a little bit, and then they'll fall off before they even give themselves a chance to succeed. And the only reason I am here is just hard-headed persistence of just not quitting. And it's just something when you're forced into a situation, then this is it. When you burn bridges and you have to make it, and you get to a certain point, you don't have a choice not to be persistent. I mean, persistence is the only reason I'm here.
But Rob, let me ask you, but what makes you different? A lot of people will just throw up their hands and go, you know what, everyone's against me. It's not fair. What was different? What is a person out there going to have if they're in your situation? And understand that this works, because we see it all the time. I'm sure you've seen it, where it's like it's not fair that I'm in the situation I'm in. Give me a pity party. Put on the hat. Let's have a pity party.
A person is, and I'm trying to keep this PG-13, but they're going to have a heavy set of cojones. They're just going to have to reach down, grab whatever it is they got to grab, and just make a decision. I mean, it's just as simple as just making a decision. And I don't think folks get that. When they decide to do something, that's it. There is no plan B. There is no, okay, I'm going to try this for a little bit, and then I'm going to go over here and do this. That doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is your decision that you make. And if that's what I keep telling folks, just make a decision and keep following the plan, because that's the only thing I did, and that's the only thing that separates me from them, is because I made a decision and I followed the plan longer than them. I use the same systems they use, everything.
Yeah, that's the beauty. That's the beauty, Rob. You're not doing anything different than myself or Frank or Ari are doing, are you?
No.
Besides personalizing, obviously, your own videos, etc., but the actual system itself, because this is going to be a segue to have Ari come in and kind of in conjunction with you talk about the system. But so you're not reinventing the wheel now that you've had success.
No, and in fact, I've gone back to the basics, because in the beginning I was kind of tweaking and changing some things, but I just, because people just get so wrapped around the edges, and they just say, well, I see you doing this, and I see this other person doing that. What should I do? So I just made the decision for the folks following me, look, this is the one system that I am going to use, and
Awesome.
Every single day I post my results that I get. Again, a guy coming from nothing, I'm now earning $13,000 a week following the same system, same capture pages. And in fact, another shout out to Frank. I use Frank's capture page with him standing in front of the truck, the same capture page that everyone else uses. And in fact, I told everybody this is the same system. And when folks opt in, everything is within those videos. And obviously, it's the same thing with yours and Ari share codes. And I just told folks, it really doesn't matter. All you have to do is pick one and just focus on it. Just pick one funnel. Just because in the past, I've told folks, use all three and then send the different presentations. But now, again, I'm going right back to basics. Just pick one, hammer traffic, and don't quit. And there's the folks out there, hey, Rob, I bought 500 clicks and I haven't got any signups yet. Hey, Rob, I bought 1,000 clicks. I started out, I watched Frank's solo ad training. You buy the solo ad Sundays and Tuesdays and stuff. And, I started out buying 50 clicks a day or 50 clicks a week. Again,
Yeah.
look, I didn't have money for advertising. So what did I have to do? I had to create it. So I leveraged the revenue from Traffic Monsoon. I took that money to buy traffic. I was scared when I bought traffic the first time. I didn't know what I was doing, but I just said, you know what, this is something I'm going to have to force myself to do and push myself to do. Very first solo ad, 50 clicks, 25-ish bucks or so. Wasn't much. I had 25 Adpacks at the time. $25 solo ad. Got one sign up, and then I was just like, you know what? It clicked. And so every single week, I just made it a point. I made it a game. Last week, I bought 50 clicks. This week, I'm going to buy 75 clicks. Next week, I'm going to buy 100 clicks. Now, I'm buying 10 to 14,000 clicks a week. I'm spending $5,300 more than I wanted to make a month. I'm spending that a week on traffic.
Exactly.
And again, if I can get here, then anybody can get here. It's just that simple. Just dig in and keep hammering traffic. Keep following the plan.
Awesome. Hey, Rob, can you, because again, I don't think people have wrapped their head around where you've come in a year. Can you share with us where you currently are as far as Adpacks and earnings?
Okay.
And awesome.
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And this is live, right, Rob? This is absolutely live.
well,
You're,
if
you're
I didn't,
on your screen now. Yep.
This is it. You see me scrolling.
Awesome.
284, hunt 170 commissions, 389 actives. Put in a total of 1,300 folks. And hovering around, I go 725, 750 on the packs because I had a different, unique situation. I can't just build outright because of my colorful past here. But again,
Yeah. But the beauty is you were able to take this system and create active referrals, which obviously generate commissions for you, which you're able to withdraw some of that to pay your debt, and then you withdrew some of that to basically continue to drive traffic. Is that essentially what you did for the last
that's
6 months in a nutshell, correct?
And that's what I continue to do.
How friggin' simple is that, folks? That's what Rob is trying to tell you. That's what Frank was trying to tell you. It's not rocket science. It's not brain surgery.
Hey, Big, I want to add something if I could.
I think Ari's going to jump in, but go ahead, Frank, because I want Ari to kind of.
I just want to say something real quick, man. I mean, I understand the way Rob thinks. I mean, we're both Marines. I mean, and his mentality is, okay, there's a wall in front of me. I'm going to learn how to climb over that wall. I'm going to learn how to get around that wall, or I'm going to blast a hole through that wall, but I'm getting over that wall. Okay? There is no other options. And Rob is a perfect example of someone that literally followed in my footsteps. He reached out to me quite a bit, and I was completely broke, meaning I was making no money while I was training Rob and thousands of other people at the same time. But I figured some things out, and I had a strategy, a winning strategy that worked. And fast forward, 644 days, here we are, guys. We're all together. Now, my primitive system that I made $500,000 with, and he refined it and polished it and showed me how to take my game up to the next level, along with all of us, guys. Now, Rob made a lot of sacrifices along his journey, just like me. I mean, I was living on top ramen twice per day to advertise and buy 50 clicks a week. Most people won't do that. Most people won't shut off the frickin' TV and throw it in the goddamn garbage can. They won't do that to buy 50 clicks a frickin' week, but they should be doing that. Right? Rob was a guy that got guts, and he did everything it took to turn his shit around, turn his life around. And I did the same thing. I sold every single thing I owned. I didn't know how I was going to pay for my daughter's college education. I sold my truck so she could register for the next quarter. How was it going to pay for the next 3 quarters? I had no clue, man. It cost $100,000 to put my kid through school. I didn't have $100,000. I had less than $500 to my name. How was I going to make $100,000? Well, I figured out how to duplicate and replicate, and I began to teach people that strategy, and so did Rob, and so did everybody else in here. That's all we did, guys. Yeah, we discovered a winning system, and we deployed that system, and Rob is living proof that it works.
Now, Rob, would you consider yourself...
Rob, I'm proud of you, brother. That's all I want to say. I'm done.
You can tell Frank. Frank's like a proud papa there, Rob. Rob, would you consider yourself a tech-savvy person? Like, no computers inside and out?
No, I did Hangouts that I screwed up. I couldn't even find my microphone for this Hangout.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're screwing my hang up now for sure.
Yeah.
The reason I bring that up is a lot of people. Exactly. A lot of people see you and they go, yeah, but the truth is, in this system, guys, you don't have to be tech savvy. You do have to follow the steps. And as Rob said, it doesn't matter if it's Frank's funnel, it's my funnel, or it's Ari's funnel. The beauty is we did well, and Rob talked about it. We all did well with our own funnels, but the person who really kind of tweaked and perfected what we were already doing, again, I love doing videos, and I get a lot of feedback on my videos. But how do you take that? How do you take, what you're able to do and tweak it and put it into a marketing system that actually converts and actually teaches people step by step to be able to do what you do? And there was only one person. Again, Frank and I were in another system together, another revenue sharing, and we both did well. Frank was a diamond member. I made diamond member, went from $500 to $100,000 in 5 months. And you're sitting there going, wow, that's fantastic. But that pales in comparison to what Frank just showed you. That pales in comparison to what Rob showed you. And in this system, after we've tweaked all these funnels so that they're perfect step by step, I've gone from $500 to over 120,000 in 2.5 months, 70 days. And it's all because we worked with my man, Ari Maccabee. And the reason I set him up like that is because we've now taken the idea that Frank had as far as the system of duplication, replication. Rob talked about it. He followed Frank's training. It was rough, but at least it was there. I followed some of that, and I put my spin on it. But until we connected with Ari, who knows marketing systems front and back, it was doing okay. We made good money. But once he was able to help us perfect it, and that's exactly what we're saying. We've done all the hard work. We do all the heavy lifting for you. We do all the selling for you. That's what Rob just talked about. You know what? Let me go back to the basics. Let these guys sell it for me. I'll take the money. And the only way that's possible is with what Ari's going to kind of talk to you about, which is the actual marketing systems. Because a lot of you out there are going, yeah, but I could never do what Rob was just talking about. I could never do what Frank was talking about. You know, Big, you know, you're a loudmouth. I'm not. I'm shy. I'm quiet. Well, guess what? You don't have to. So on that note, let me introduce you to Ari Maccabee, and he's going to go in to his numbers. Because again, if you thought what Frank showed you was fantastic, Ari's going to show you what he was able to do and how we're able to do it. Because I know a lot of you are chomping at the bit now going, okay, I like Traffic Monsoon, but how the hell are you guys getting those type of referrals? And there's only one way. The way that you have success is you have to have a system, and you do the same thing over and over and over. So as I'm famous for saying, right, Ari, my man, it's time to chop wood. And the way you take a tree down is one stroke at a time, and it's over and over again. Ari, blow them away. They have no idea how powerful these marketing systems are.
Yep. So tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm actually going to take you back a little bit in time. You know, like Frank, like Rob, you know, I did 5 years in the military. While I was in the military, I was in Southern California, and I walked on. I was playing basketball, actually, pickup games with the guys over at Long Beach, California State Long Beach, and ended up playing 2 years. They gave me a free ride. Loved playing basketball, guys. That was my, you know, my life as I grew up as a kid, and working part-time in the car business, actually at Toyota Cerritos, and did very well in the car business, guys. I spent 11 years of my life in the car business, made a lot of money in the car business. Got 7 big gold rings and diamond rings from Ford, and my life changed because I got into a situation where unfortunately I was in a really bad marriage, and I had 2 kids that were 3 years old and 7 months, and I went through a really nasty divorce, and I got custody of the kids, which is a rarity. You know, I raised my kids by myself, nobody else in my life till they were 11 and 14. And the one thing I learned is the car business wouldn't allow me to take care of my kids full time, you know, and do something, you know, from my house. And that's really what I needed. So I started a mortgage business actually from my house. It was very successful. I made a lot of money in the mortgage business, crossed over $500,000 a couple of times per year, and was, you know, in a great situation. And then everybody knows what happens to the mortgage market. It dropped out. And as that happened, I started looking online for a way to make some money from home that would allow me still to take care of my kids and be a full-time father. And I got involved in something that turned out to be a scam. You know, I told many of you guys about it a while back. It was a company called Bank Card Empire. I lost $19,000 in the scam. And the company was raided by the feds, the postal inspectors, and, you know, all kinds of different government entities that had 3 digits in their name, you know, and a lot of people lost money. It's in fact a $60 million scam, so you guys know it. So getting into the online arena became kind of something that I was very cautious of. But I met a guy by the name of Chris McCarty, and I want to give a shout out to him. Chris is actually one of my best friends in life now. The guy was sitting in his house making $80,000 a month, and he was known as a super affiliate. Now, if you don't know what that is, that means the guy made an insane amount of money sitting from home advertising online. He did all of it through email. Okay, I want to tell you that up front. 100% of it through email. He was sending emails every day, and then he was going out and enjoying his life, and he was clocking $80, $90, $100,000 a month. And he started encouraging me to go to something called Affiliate Summit East or Affiliate Summit West, you know, get involved in that market. So I did. And the first time I went to that, I was actually lucky enough to meet two guys, and I'm going to actually do a little screen share real quick, and I'm going to show you some of these people because I think it's important that you guys actually get to see what my story's kind of been. This is a movie. It's called Living.com, the movie. If you guys haven't seen it, it's called the movie Living.com. And this is the About section. But I was lucky enough to meet John Chow, became friends with John, and great blogging guy. You know, met also Adam Horowitz, another great guy that taught ClickBank University. The guy's a beast. And the one that I really, really want to give the biggest shout out to is Peter Wynn. Peter Wynn is an expert direct response, man, marketing. And when I tell you an expert, the guy has made $500,000 in a 24-hour period. In fact, last year I know his companies did so you know, did $155 million online. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up to you guys, look, all this stuff that I learned from these guys. Chris, Peter, I've spent a lot of time with them. In fact, I've traveled to Vegas, you know, lived in Denver, you know, traveled back and forth to Colorado, travel back and forth to Vegas just to, you know, hang out with these guys and learn from these guys, you know. And I was invited to a meeting where 50 of the top internet marketers from all over the world, and I mean literally all over the world, guys, you know, from Europe, people from Australia, you know, people from every continent you could possibly think of. They were experts in online marketing, and you know, they started teaching me things that were really foreign to me. And as I started to hone my skills, guys, what I did was I started opening up companies, and I started selling like search engine optimization. In fact, that's one of my companies, eSellerNation.com. This is another one, SiteRankResults.com. Then we opened up a company in the UK, found on firstpage.com or .co.uk. Then we opened up GoMobi apps on mobile applications. And then I got smart, and I figured, man, I really don't want to spend all of my time, you know, buckled down in my house where I'm running all these businesses and doing all these sales, and I bought into an outsource. And that actually gave me the gateway to freedom to open up other things, guys. The reason I'm trying to explain to you this is I understand the marketing side of it very, very well, because that's what I've been doing. Building websites and getting conversions has been something very simple for me. And Frank and I, you know, I reached out to Frank, actually. Let me come back to my screen real quick, guys. I came back to Frank, and you know, Chris and I were actually talking, and we wanted to get back into the online, you know, business for home, you know, home-based business arena. And we took a look at Frank's system. We saw what Frank was doing. We thought, man, this is great. So we jumped in. We drove a bunch of traffic to the funnel. We got 59 people signed up the very first day. And then all of a sudden we were like, well, what happened? Nobody went active. And we knew at that point in time there had to be a better way. And you know, I've always been on the phone. I've always been the person that communicated with people because that's how I built my businesses. So I picked up the phone and I started calling all those 59 people. And as I got to the process, I started to find out that there was some confusing steps. So at that point, I reached out to Frank. Frank will probably remember this because our first call with Chris, myself, and Frank, you know, we were talking about how we think we could build a better funnel and how we could actually get people active. And so, you know, Frank showed us the system that he was using. It was Power Lead System. I'm going to show you one other thing real quick, guys, so you know. Frank actually started in this system. How long ago, Frank, you been in Power Lead System?
I first started using the platform actually in the fall of 2013, but I didn't fully realize the power of it until December, a few months later, when I learned you know, the share funnel feature. And it was very primitive back then. Nobody knew how to use it or know how to do it, but I figured it out, and that's kind of like when the light bulb went off when I figured out how to duplicate and replicate myself. So it's been over 2 years now that I've been using the platform. It completely transformed my my online business, my life. I mean, everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I'm going to show you guys, when he tells you it transformed his life, look, this is his check, okay? This is his check, guys, for 1 week, $8,370 for 1 week inside Power Lead System. I want to applaud you for that, doing that, Frank. This is an amazing statistic. But people ask us all the time, why do you use this platform? There's your reason, guys. There's 8,370 reasons why we use that platform. And that platform has allowed us to basically duplicate ourselves, guys. You know, Frank has actually gone so much and actually put all of his stuff inside a website for you guys called planetmillionaire.com, something else I want to applaud you for, because this system, he's got a fast start system in here for all the programs that we're actually currently promoting. He's got a boot camp in here. There's video tutorials, guys. Look, these are things that are important. All this training, he's giving it to you for free, regardless of the program that you have in here, okay? So let me pause this because I know it's going to pop up real quick. But he's got all the training inside this site. We've tried to make this simple for you. What we've done for you guys different than anybody else is we put all of our funnels inside this system. So I don't care if you're using Biggs or using Frank's or using one of my own. In fact, actually, you'll see actually we've got triggers in here. Like mine's got a countdown timer. The button gets large and does these little weird things. But it's all to get people's attention, guys. Once they opt in, you're going to come to a page that's going to look similar to this. It's going to have actually a video at the top, which is the presentation. So we're doing all the selling. We're doing all the telling for you. When people have questions and they click on the Got Questions button, whoever's page this is, their information populates right there. So if this is your page, they're getting your contact information so people can make direct contact with you. And I'm going to tell you up front, that's the most crucial feature of all. Direct contact is super duper important, guys. Look, if you want to be successful in this business, you have to be the ultimate helper. You've got to be great. I'm going to come back to you in a minute, and I'm going to show you and I'm going to talk to you about this, but I'm just telling you up front, you got to be a great helper. When you get ready to click on Get Started, it's going to take you actually to the Get Started page, and you're just going to see your name is hard-coded into the page right here, so people can actually see that it's their system. When the join the Facebook group, that's obviously going to take them to our Facebook group. Okay. Same thing on the funnel for the Power Hour funnel. You're going to have the Traffic Monsoon, the 4 Corners, a 7-day free trial, set up your system, join our Facebook group. All this stuff's right here. It's all done for you guys. Now look, okay, let me get off this part real quick, and let me come back actually and stop sharing my screen. I want to talk face to face to you for a second. Okay, I don't care what you guys have done in your past. I don't ever want to hear I'm broke and I can't do this, guys. Look. I had a lot of money coming into this, okay? So you guys know I'm a super affiliate. I'm a super publisher. On top of all the other stuff I do, I own a click agency. We sell a lot of traffic. I knew the systems, and I knew the funnels. I'm not, and I knew the traffic. I mean, guys, look, I am not a great sponsor. That's not my claim to fame. I'm great at helping people, but I'm just not a great sponsor. I mean, I was in an MLM company. I made good money in the MLM company, but I never made all-star money in the MLM company. But as a super affiliate, I made all-star money because I knew traffic. I knew where to get it from. So when you guys come into this and you say, oh, I don't have no money, I don't care. Start free. Check it out. I'm going to prove to you that you can do this and you can start free. Okay, so here's the last stuff I'm going to show you guys. This right here, this is my day 5 income. So this represents, so you guys understand, is I started this as a free member. I started this with $0 out of my pocket, and on the 5th day, I made a commission for $200. When a lady signed up for $2,000, I made the 10%. That's $200. At that point in time, I said, okay, maybe I need to put a little money into it. So I took $300 out of my pocket, and I combined it with the $200. I bought 10 active sharing positions. Okay, this is where my business launched, and then so you guys understand this is actually where I was right before Christmas, guys. I think this was like day 125 or whatever it was, something like that. And 2,816 sharing positions. I was making about $3,200, $3,300 a day. Okay, this is where I'm at right now. I'm going to show you guys in real time. Okay, I'm going to log you into my page because I want you to see this, and I'm going to blow you away what's happened over Christmas. How I was gone, guys. So I was literally gone for 10 days actually in a remote area here in the Philippines with no internet, none. Okay, let this video play because I can't pause it. 1 second. By the way, guys, that's a login ad, and please don't ever join that program. Just trust me when I tell you that. This is where I'm at today, guys. Look, I went to bed about 6 or 7 hours ago. I made $2,697 in 7 hours. Okay, I'm over 3,833 Adpacks. I got 137 active referrals, and I think I have 807 or 809 or something like that personal referrals. Yeah, actually, let's just check. Frank's always told me, hey, when he comes in, I'm going to kick your butt. So, one thing I always do is I always actually log on to see where Frankie is. And you can see Frank's right here, 2687. I'm keeping an eye on you, Frank, so you know. But I'm at 806 referrals total, guys. I got 137 active. And I make this really, really hard for Frank to catch me on purpose, okay? I go into my Adpacks. I find something that I'm advertising. This is one of my favorite programs, guys. I go in to buy my Adpacks. People laugh. I go to my PayPal balance, and this is the way it works for me. I know exactly where I want to go with this business, and I know how much money I'll actually want to make out of it. So I almost put all my money back into the Adpacks right now. Why? I don't need the money. What I need is I need to get myself up to where I got 5,000 Adpacks where Frank can't catch me. That's what I need, guys. Look, this is how simple it is. You're going to basically sign up for a free program. This program you can sign up for free. You can start telling people about it on Facebook. That's how I started this. I did 2 or 3 free Facebook posts, got 19 people that knew who I was or somewhat knew who I was that signed up because they saw it. And then they turned around and joined it, and then we built all the sales systems because while I was building this, so you guys have to understand, is I actually was building Frank's system, then my system, then Big system, then another system with Frank, and then my system again for just Traffic Monsoon and Power Lead System solo, and built like 6 or 7 other systems for other people. I was doing all this while we were growing this. Guys, it doesn't get any easier than this. I got to tell you, look, we know where to get the traffic, guys. I own this, so, clicks with a kick. We get a group buy pricing on this, but you don't have to buy traffic from me. You can buy it from anywhere. The idea of this is a very simple program for you guys. Let me get back out of this. It's a very simple program for you. What you guys got to do is you got to plug in. You got to take action. If you're looking for a way out, you're broke, you say you don't have any money, that's nonsense. I don't want to hear that crap no more. Because it's up to you. If you're going to have a chance in life, then you got to take a chance today. Not tomorrow, today. If you put it off, it'll never get done. Just understand that. I've seen it happen far too often. You have to take action now. What you need to do is get back with the person that brought you to this video, or get back to the person that's sending you emails and click on the link in that email. You need to get to that page where it's got the yellow button on it, and you need to click Get Started Now. If you're not doing it today, you're not moving ahead. You're going to be stuck. The old saying is, guys, you keep doing what you're doing, you keep getting what you got. And if you're happy where you're at in life, fine, stay there. If you want change and you want a better life and a better opportunity, we're trying to give it to you guys. But it takes some action on your part. It takes you clicking that Get Started button. It takes you signing up. It takes you getting active by at least buying 1 ad pack. I don't care where you start. Get active. If you don't have the 50 bucks today, no problem. Go find somebody who has 50 bucks and then find another person who has 50 bucks. Because guess what? That $5 that you get earned, that's going to add up enough for you to buy an ad pack so you can go active. You can still make money with the system through the cash links. You can still make money through referrals. 100% of the people can join this and make money for free with no money out of their pocket. I've proven that. Okay, I started this as a free member, as a broke person on purpose to show you that broke people can succeed. Guys, look, I'm making $5,000 a day alone from Traffic Monsoon. Okay, if you knew how much money I was making total online, it would literally probably make you sick to your stomach. Okay, I'm a college dropout. Okay, only 5 years in the military. Okay, guys, there's nothing special about me other than the fact, like Rob and like Frank and like Big and Cindy and everybody else that's in the program, is one thing. I stuck with it. When I lost $19,000, I could have quit. I didn't quit, guys. I stuck with it. I started figuring out piece by piece by piece. And once I got it down and I knew I could do it, I started sharing with people. That's the thing about this, guys. Once you actually understand it and you get pieces of it down, whatever piece that you know, you have to teach that to your team. You have to be the ultimate teacher. People want to be with people that help. If you're not helping people, you're not doing any good for them. You have to help them. You have to educate them. That's why Frank and Big and I, we all teamed up, you know, and Rob and Phaser Khan and all these people, we all teamed up to do this because we knew we could actually teach people how to do this. We knew that we could show people how to make money with an easy system, even if they had no money. So I want to tell you now, we want you to be on the team. We will give you the time and the dedication. I'm actually going to start some online training classes, guys. We're going to do some orientation so we can help some of you guys get fast start programs and get you guys actually going. I really commend you on coming and taking the time to watch the video, guys. That's all I got, but I really, really want to see you succeed online. I know a lot of you guys have tried things before. You failed, you flopped, you fell on your face. Guess what? Get yourself up, brush your shoulders off, and let's get back to making some money, and let us help you do it this time.
Ari, I want to thank you for that. Again, guys, if that doesn't excite you, that's only a small bit of what he showed you. Slap my grandma. We've taken all the excuses away. The bottom line is, if your why is bigger than your excuse, you will succeed. And so on that note, we're going to close it out. I want to thank our guest tonight, Rob Fraser, and also Cindy Derbyshire. Again, thank you for coming on to the Power Hour, which is a power of 90 minutes plus here tonight. But that's because it's the first show, and I'm so excited about kicking this year off. Frank, you have any last minute words here to send people out before we flip the off switch here?
Yeah, man, I just want to wish everyone a great night. Thanks for coming out. Take action. Get back with the person that invited you here. And your 2016 is going to be awesome. And one other thing I want to say is I'll see you guys in 4 weeks. I'll be in Las Vegas live. You don't want to miss that. That will catapult your business in 2016. You're going to brand yourself to Traffic Monsoon. The 500 or 600 or 700 or 800 people that show up, I know it's going to be a lot of people. I know everybody's going. You want to be there. You want to be photographed with all the leaders. You want to be videoed with all the leaders. There's going to be thousands of pictures, hundreds of videos. We're all going, guys. We're going to have a blast Super Bowl weekend, and I'll see you there.
Absolutely, guys. We and gals, we will see you on the other side of success. Make sure you join us. Invite people to join us on next week's show, same time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live. This has been Big, your boy Frank Calabro, my man Ari Maccabee, the Affiliated Forces Power Hour, and we want to thank you for your time. Take action. Be successful now. The only person that can do it is you. Have a good night.
Have a good one, guys.